To arise as a Buddha in the world, supreme joyful effort must be made, all sentient beings held within one's care, and one must teach the Dharma of virtuous action. On loving thoughts, and likewise too, on supreme celibacy, remain focused. Vaishajasena, after having heard this speech, you should practice this supremely. Seeing liberation and enlightened, and the leader whose speech is acclaimed, and the father and the mother of the world, he is called bodhicitta. A virtuous friend who teaches this Dharma in the world is supremely rare. Those who listen with respect to the teachings of Buddha will become unsurpassed Buddhas gone to bliss. Those who are respectful toward the peaceful Buddha's heirs will also become the protectors of the world, releasing all sentient beings. At that, the Bodhisattva, the great being Vaishajasena, said this to the Blessed One. Blessed One, why are the cliff sides here trembling, greatly trembling? He said this, and the Blessed One said to the Bodhisattva, the great being Vaishajasena, Vaishajasena, look and see. The Bodhisattva, the great being Vaishajasena, looked and saw fissures in the earth in the 4 directions. He saw 20 million people appear from the ravines that had been opened by the fissures in the earth. He saw 20 million people appear from below, and 25 million people appear from above. Then those young beings observed that and said to the Blessed One, Blessed One, who are these born here? The Blessed One said, look at this group of beings. They said, Blessed One, we see them. The Blessed One said, this group of beings was born for the sake of your happiness. They said, will these sentient beings die too? The Blessed One said, friends, that is so. All sentient beings will die. Then the previous young sentient beings, those who were born first, bowed down with their palms together toward the Blessed One and said to the Blessed One, Blessed One, we would not like to see birth and death again. The Blessed One said, well then, would you like to acquire the power of joyful effort? They said, may we see the Tathagata directly. Then may we listen to the Dharma that we have requested to hear and that is delightful. May we see the assembly of the Tathagata Shravaka Sangha. May we see the Bodhisattvas who have great supernatural abilities and great power. Blessed One, these are the sorts of things we like. We do not like to look at birth and death. Then, through supernatural powers, the Bodhisattva, the great being Vaishajasena, and 500 other Bodhisattvas arose from their seats simultaneously, and all arose into the space above through supernatural powers. They sat cross-legged and concentrated. From all of their bodies, lions appeared, tigers appeared, snakes appeared, elephants appeared. They revealed a display of great supernatural powers. On the mountain, too, they sat cross-legged and went upwards a distance of 20,000 yojanas. They caused 10,000 million moons and suns to descend as well. Then the young sentient being said to the Blessed One, Blessed One, what is the reason and what are the conditions for there being light rays and for the great supernatural displays appearing in the world? The Blessed One said, Children of the lineage, look at the moon and sun appearing. They said, Blessed One, we see them. Sugata, we see them. The Blessed One said, as for these, bodhisattvas display light rays shining from their own bodies and supernatural powers and magical transformations. After they display them, they teach the Dharma to sentient beings for the benefit of many beings, for the happiness of many beings, out of compassionate affection for the world, and for the aims, benefit, and happiness of the great collections of beings and devas and humans. After displaying here human bodies, strength, and joyful effort, they demonstrate such sorts of powers. They said, Blessed One, please give a Dharma teaching in order to bring about the appearance of light rays shining. As soon as they said this, the Blessed One said to the Bodhisattva, the great being Vaishajasena, Vaishajasena, did you see the galaxy of 1 billion world systems tremble in 6 ways? He said, Blessed One, I have seen it. Sugata, I have seen it. And he was considering, what if I were to ask the Tathagata about this point? As he thought thus, the Blessed One said, Vaishajasena, ask whatever you wish, and I will satisfy your mind with an explanation of whatever you ask. I will teach. I will analyze. Vaishajasena, I will show all that belongs to the past, future, and present times. He said, Blessed One, please teach in order to clear away our doubts. Blessed One, I see the Tathagata surrounded by 84,000 children of the Devas, 84,000 million Bodhisattvas, 12,000 million Naga kings, 18,000 million Putas, and 25,000 million Pretas and Pishachas. The Blessed One said, Paishajasena, without a doubt, these sentient beings have gathered in an assembly before me and sat down in order to hear the Dharma. Paishajasena, on this very day, they will overcome cyclic existence. Out of a wish to benefit all sentient beings, on this very day they will attain the 10 grounds. Having been established on the 10 grounds, they will attain the sphere of nirvana. For the sake of liberation from aging and death, after doing deeds to bring about happiness and to vanquish the noose of the delusions, they will accomplish the Buddha's teachings. He said, Blessed One, many abodes for sentient beings have arisen due to various karmas. Why do they remain surrounding the Blessed One? The Blessed One said, Paishajasena, listen. Sentient beings who are confused and do not know, how could they become free? These many young sentient beings today will attain taranis. In order to attain the 10 grounds, they will come to fully know all dharmas, and they will attain those 10 grounds. They will perform the activities of a Buddha. They will turn the wheel of the Dharma. They will release a rain of Dharma. Thus, since beings have gathered, my teaching will be delightful. Devas and Nagas and Pretas and terribly unbearable Asuras will be established on the 10 grounds. They will proclaim the sound of the Dharma. They will beat the Dharma gong. They will sound the Dharma conch. These young sentient beings also will have the power of joyful effort. Just as the Tathagata attained it, so will they attain the Dharma today. Then 5,000 of the young beings arose from their seat, placed their palms together, bowed down in the direction of the Blessed One, and said to the Blessed One, Since there is no end found to bondage within samsara, the body is a heavy burden, Blessed One, greatly fearful, unbearable. We find no path whatsoever, indeed no path is seen, and thus, Protector, since we are blind, we ask you to gather us in. To you, the hero, we make requests, may the guide teach the Dharma. We were born with little wisdom and find no happiness at all. Please do teach the Dharma to us, from unbearable suffering set us free. Wherever it is that we are born, may we see a Buddha there. Then the Bodhisattva, the great being Paishajasena, went to where the young beings were and said the following, Have something to eat, have some wonderful tasting drinks. Later, when your fear has gone, listen to the Dharma fearlessly. They said, Venerable Elder, who are you? We ourselves do not know you. We see that you are beautiful, your form is serene, and your fame great. You are released from the great fears of the world of pretas, hell beings, and animals. Just like one who beautifies the world, all your negativity is pacified. We see a vessel in your hand made of 7 precious substances and a cord of jewels on your body, ornamented with a mass of radiance. To the words spoken by you who are peaceful, we are unable to offer any reply. We do not need any food, nor do we need delicious drinks. From food, what emerges is excrement. Likewise, what is drunk becomes urine. Juices transform into blood. In the same way, from blood comes flesh. Thus, we do not need even nicely prepared food and drinks, nor do we need fine garments of woven silk or woolen cloth. Golden bracelets we do not need. We have no need of strands of pearls. On our fingers we need no rings. All these are transient in nature. We seek a life that does not go to migrations that are bad. We strive for the Deva's happiness and for the giving of Dharma. Virtuous friends are what we need, not to be wheel-turning kings. Having left behind a lovely continent, wheel-turning kings will also die. Sons will not follow after them, nor will wives or daughters. The 7 precious things will be left behind. They will not follow after them. Though they gather many people to them, these will not follow along behind. No one will scurry in front of them, nor will it be thus later on. After being a king for just one life, due to impermanence they will wander. Due to having done many wicked acts, they will fall into the howling hell. After being surrounded on all 4 sides by 7 jewels and by amazing power, when the time for the howling hell ripens, where will that amazing power be? Since they are nowhere to be found on earth, having died, they cannot display these powers. Elder, please listen to us. Please go to where the Tathagata is. We earnestly wish to see him, just like a mother or father. We do not have any mother, nor have we a father or siblings.